Hey everybody, welcome back for day 2 of my 12 days of Christmas. And today I am going to show you how to create this simple and adorable card using Christmas pines and the coordinating die frames, as well as layering circle die frames. So I just absolutely love this little set. It's so adorable. And this card is quick and it's simple. I do have all my pieces cut out because I didn't want to have to get up and take a break, because the way my craft room is set up, my big shot isn't close to me. So what you're going to need is a piece of Tip Top Taupe, and this is actually cut at 4 1/4 by 11 inches. You're going to need, I'm going to move this out of my way, a piece of cherry cobbler cut at 4 inches by 5 1/4, a piece of whisper white that is cut at 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And then I just went ahead and I used my layering circles to cut out this scallop circle as well as this one. And I've already stamped on it, just, you know, to save time on the video. I also cut my pine cones out. I did not glue them together previous, so that way I can show you how to put those together too. And they're really simple. So to get started, I have a piece of scrap paper, and I'm going to bring in my Whisper White. Let me move these out of the way. And we're using 3 inks: Cherry Cobbler, Always Artichoke, and Tip Top Taupe. I'm going to bring in my Tip Top Taupe, and I'm going to move this card out of my way. And I'm just going to ink up the snowflake stamp that comes with the stamp set right there. And I'm just going to stamp my background, but I'm going to stamp off because I don't want them so dark that they become the focus point of the card. So, and I'm just randomly stamping. And I can throw some in here, even though that's where we're going to put our pine, just to take up some white space, and put some down here. And that looks good. So now I'm all done with the Tip Top Taupe, so I can set that off to the side. And I am going to grab my Always Artichoke, and we're using this pine stamp right here. Okay, and again, we're going to ink it up full color. Sorry, this seems to be bouncing all around. It's a new stamp. And I'm just going to come off a little bit and stamp. And I'm not going to worry that it didn't cover all the way over here. And I'm just going to angle it again and stamp. And then I'm going to ink up again. And I'm going to stamp off, but I'm not going to stamp too long off because I want it just a tad bit darker. And I'm going to stamp again, just up in the corners. I really love that little simple touch of pine. And I'm going to do the same thing here and here. And there's no right or wrong way of doing this. You just have fun with it, however you think your pine branches should be. So now that is done, and we can move on to adding our layers. I'm going to move this piece of paper out of the way, and I just use a scrap piece of paper. You can buy one of those Stampin' Up! Little pads, and I'll put the link, the item number for you if you'd be interested in that. I didn't pre-score my card base, so I'm hoping that I don't get any real bad creases in it, which it doesn't look like I did. So there we go. And now we can add our layers. So I'm just going to take some adhesive, put it on all 4 sides of my card mat here, and add this right to the front, making sure I got pretty much an even border all the way around. And the same thing with this. I am so sorry, guys, that I am late on getting my 12 days of Christmas up. It's been a little bit of a rough start to December. A girl that I know, she's been like my niece, just recently had a death in the family. So we've been trying to help her get through things. So now I'm just going to add my 2 circles together right here. I'm going to take some dimensionals and I'm going to put one on the top and the bottom. And I'm going to put this right in the center here. And that looks good. Set that aside. And I'm going to bring in my little pine cones. And I am using the Tombow liquid glue. So, and I'm just going to put a couple of dabs in areas where I really want it to hold. You don't need a lot of this to hold it into place. So, and because it's such a delicate piece, I don't really want my glue to seep through and leave any shininess on my darker color. So I just hit it in a couple of spots and I'm gonna line it up. And this glue doesn't have a tendency to leave, you know, a lot of shininess, but I don't know, I rarely use my Tombow. So the only time I really use it is if I have to do delicate pieces, because I like that I can just put a couple of dabs on there. And I usually just kind of, there we go, that looks good. I just kind of put it in little areas that help keep it together, because you don't really need a lot to hold these together. So now that's done, I'm going to put the glue to the side. And I just had my glue dots. Oh, here they are. And I forgot to grab my paper piercer. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my X-Acto. And I'm just putting one piece glue dot on each one. And I don't need to do it for that. I only need it for the ribbon. So, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to position my little pine cones just where I think that they look cute. And there we go. And now I'll bring in my ribbon, and I will have all the measurements and links up on the post on my blog, as well as the supply list at the end of this video. So I'm just going to cut off a nice chunk of this baker's twine and tie a nice little bow. And of course, because I didn't cut my edge there. And then size it down to where I want it. Now my other bow came out perfect for the sample, but of course this one wants to give me a hard time now. And I have it being a pretty nice size bow. So let me try this again. I can never tie bows while I'm doing a video. Always when I'm not doing a video. But I didn't want to do this before the video, so I wanted to show you. And then I got it uneven here. Okay, that looks good. And I'm just going to trim my tails. Add a glue dot to the back. And now, oops, doesn't want to let go of my X-Acto knife. Oop. Alright, now stick it right there in between the two pine cones. Fiddle with it a little bit to, there you go. And there you have a quick, simple card to give out this Christmas season. And what I'll do is I'll add a piece of Whisper White in here and add my sentiment, or write a note to the person that I'm giving it to. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment below or send me an email and I will help you out. If you're interested in ordering any of the supplies for this project, stop over to my website. The link will be down below. And just, you know, go through the list of supplies used for this project today. And if you are looking to join Stampin' Up! And you would like to join my team, please feel free to contact me with any questions. You can also find the information on joining my team on my website. Just click on Join the Fun and it will give you all the information that you need to join Stampin' Up! And my team. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's project and I will see you all again tomorrow. Happy crafting. Bye.